Hey guys, how y'all doing? My name is Bill. Welcome back to my shop. And today I'm going to go over a continuation of a video I did before. One of my subscribers asked about how you would use a bowl bit in Millmage. So I went over that video. If you haven't seen it, there was a lot of good stuff in that. You need to go back and check that out. While you're there, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything that I have. Easier to find me. But this video here is going to be a continuation of the last video I did about having the best of both worlds. You have a CNC machine and you have a laser machine. You can do a lot of nice things by having both of those machines. So I thought this would be a nice video to take that catch-all tray with the bowl bit from the CNC machine and add an image for the catch-all tray to make it like a spoon holder for in the kitchen. Let's take a look at it. This is what I have here, and it says I'm just here to stir the pot. You see it is shiny. It does have some mineral oil on it, so I'm going to let that mineral oil soak in it and do what it's got to do. And before I close up shop tonight, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more in that and let that fibers really soak in good. So this is what I'm going to make today using the Jamitsu Reno CNC and my Burn Lab laser. That's what I was able to use to make this. So it's kind of doing the best of both worlds. So we're going to jump in. I think I'll start out by jumping on the internet, let you see where I got the images from and how you can get the images and how you can bring them in a LightBurn and be able to use them to be able to change them up on how you want to have it. So if something you want to see, stick around. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So we're going to jump on the internet real quick, and we're going to take a look at what I'm looking at. What I'm looking at here is I just typed in there funny kitchen sayings, catch-all trays, and then I kind of found this one here. And I did a couple of them, but this is one of the ones I found. This is another one that you could do. I did this one also too, but the one I did is neither one of these two. It's one I did just before all these, and it's not up on here, so I can't pull it up and show you. But I'm going to show you once we get in LightBurn. So what you're going to do is once you find the one that you want, you're going to right-click on it, and you're going to do Copy Image. Then you're going to go into LightBurn. And in LightBurn, you're going to right-click on your plane here, and you're going to go ahead and hit Paste. Now that's going to bring that image and bring it into LightBurn. Now, with it all selected and highlighted, you want to right-click again, and you want to go to Trace Image. And in the Trace Image, you can see it's going to have a few anomalies and things like that, but some node editing you will have to do. If you get real close, you'll see there are going to be some things you are going to have to do, but you can mess around with the slide bar, try to get some of them a little bit better, but most of the time LightBurn does a really good job with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit OK, and you're going to see it's going to bring them up on here. And that's kind of what they look like. Now it is going to be grouped, so before you can touch any of them, you have to ungroup them, and then you can go ahead and you can click one that you want. So then you can pull that off, and you can work on that one there. I'm going to get rid of all these, and I'm going to pull in the one that I actually did, and that's going to be this one right here. So same process, right click on the internet, right click on the image, copy it, bring it in LightBurn and paste it, and then you want to go ahead and trace it. So it's same exact method with anything you do from bringing it in LightBurn, from the internet to LightBurn. So this is the one that I did here, and I don't think they are, no they're not, so we can go ahead and we can select just that image, pull it across, and then we can delete all these. Now I have all these saved now in a file under my art library, and it says kitchen sayings, so I have all those files in there now if I want to make different ones. But you can see the chef's hat here. I don't like that, and you can see the spoon is a little funky looking on the spoon. So in the one that I did that I showed you, I went ahead and got rid of that anomaly on that, and I went ahead and redid the spoon to make the spoon a lot more more symmetrical, the way it should look. So what we're going to do a little node editing right now, very quick node editing, real basics, but it's going to be something that's going to make this look from this to look like this a whole lot nicer. So highlight the part that you want to do, and you make sure you have it ungrouped, because if it is grouped, you cannot do node editing with anything that is grouped. So you want to make sure it is ungrouped. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to click on the node editing, and we're going to actually first let's bring down a line from the top here, and let's put this line close to right to where that corner is. All right, now we know that's where we want this bottom one here to be able to come up and be even across. Now let's go ahead and select our spoon, hit node editing, and let's just go ahead and drag and get rid of all those tops. And you're going to hit D on your keyboard to get rid of those. We're going to select this node, and we're going to hit L for line, and I want to bring that line up to that line. Now I'm going to select this one, hit D to delete that, and I want that to be line, but it is not pulling a line for me for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and drag this to get it down here. Now we can select these two. No, let's not delete them yet. Let's go down here to the bottom. I want this to be more uniform and more symmetrical so it looks better. So we're going to bring this down to where it looks like that. Now you can also hit the L for line, come over to this node, hit L for line, put those on the grid so you know you're pretty well, straight across. Or you could have, before you could also brought a line down, put that right on here, and then you could have went across. So you could have done that as well too. Let me delete that. Now let's go ahead and select that and go back into node editing, and I want to get rid of these two middle nodes. I do not want those middle nodes, so hit D on your keyboard to get rid of those, and let's bring this to where it gets more straight up and down. And I want this to be a little wider apart, so let's bring that across here a little bit, and that looks pretty good like that. Now okay, so we finally got the line on that one, and that did create the line on the bottom one, so there we go. Now let's bring this one across this way just a little bit so that the lines are coming down kind of equal on both sides coming down. And let's take this one and come over just a little bit. There we go, I like that. Now we're going to come over here, we're going to do this little tool right here. We're going to click and hold and then do the ellipse. We're going to left click and drag it down. If you hold shift, it makes it a perfect circle. If you just start dragging it down, straight down, it's going to be, not quite a oval, but we're looking for something about like that kind of shape right there. So you're just going to move it around till you get to the image of what you want. And I think that looks pretty good right about there. Let's bring this over, get it in the middle, close to the middle. That's the middle. You saw the bullseye. That's the middle. And now let's just go ahead and hold control and just bring it down until we're below this line. Once we're below this line on both sides, we know we're good. Now that one's already selected, so we're going to hold control and we're going to select the bottom portion of it. Then we're going to come over here and hit the weld tool, and that's going to weld it. So there's your spoon. You went from what it looked like before to a really nice looking spoon. Let's do one more quick node editing, and we're going to node edit this. Go back into your node edit, and let's get rid of those. Hit D on your keyboard, hit D on your keyboard, hit L for line on this one. Let's bring that up to about here. Let's find the one here, bring this down. I want to hit L again. Bring that down to about maybe somewhere around in here. And let's highlight those, and let's go ahead and delete that one. Let's delete this one. Let's delete all of these two right here. Let's bring this one down to here. Let's click on that, left click, hit L for line. Let's bring that over. And let's bring that just straight across. Try to keep everything symmetrical with it. Now let's bring this one over just a little bit more, so it's more on that angle, like this side is, a little bit more over on this one. And now we're going to, let's take this one up just a hair more. and that looks like that's pretty straight across. Now we're going to take this, click on this, and we're just going to move it up, bend it up. Do the same here, click that and bend that one up. And there you go. Now you got your chef's hat looking good. So that's real basic node editing, but that is a very, very important tool with LightBurn. Let's delete that. Without that node editing, you'll go crazy trying to do things. So if you're not familiar with node editing, I do have videos way down in my videos, and you'll be able to see pretty extensive node editing. If you haven't seen them, go ahead and check them out. It's going to help you out a lot. Now, I know I measured my inner dimension of my catch-all tray, and I did it to where the bowl bit, where it was the actual flat part of the thing, not the curved radius part of the bowl bit, and that came to 139.44 by 91.250. Then I did the same thing with the outer one, and I just put those in there so I had a reference of what it would look like. Let's take this one. Let's get it out of here. Actually, let's just go ahead and delete that, because this one here looks just as good. We're going to select this, and you want to make sure you group this, because you're about to send this into the middle. So you select your image, you select your inner box, and then all you're going to do is, if you don't group it, this is what's going to happen. We're going to center it. It's going to jumble everything together. So that's not what you want. You want to make sure that you do group that first. Select it all, every bit of it, and then hit this group button right here. That groups that all as one shape. You see down here now it has one object. Before it had 32 objects, so it's trying to move all 32 into the center. So you want to make sure you click the group, and it's going to change all that 32 into one solid object. Now you can hit Shift, select your either box, doesn't matter, and then you're going to hit the bullseye, and you're going to bullseye that right in the middle. So now that's ready to go. That's going to be it. I think that's a real quick project. I don't think you can get much easier than that. But as you can see, it came out real nice. As you can look at it, it's real nice. It's a nice little quick beginner project. Now, when I was sanding, because of how deep this pocket is compared to the top edge of the wood, I had to take my laser out of focus. So I had to come up higher than what I normally would, which did create a little more soot. So I had to go in with a sandpaper, and I had to sand all this down. I should have been more careful right here. You can see the lines where the grain was, and when I was sanding, it had such a wide space there that it was actually sanding some of that black away. So I should have been a little more careful in there, but this is for my house. It's not for sale, so it's fine just the way it is. It's going to get used and beat hard. So you can see it did come out really nice. It does look good. You got the best of both worlds. You're using the laser and you're using the CNC. You can't get any better than that. So if you get something out of this, or got something out of this, or you have any questions about it, drop a comment, throw me some thumbs up, spread some love, subscribe to my channel. Just click it. That's my thing. Just click it. It's free. It helps me out. 172 right now. That's crazy, but I need more. I need, I love all 172 of you guys. It's amazing that you guys want to watch this Italian guy here work a little bit, but it's awesome, and I appreciate it. But I need to get more. So click it, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell notification so you don't miss none of this. But I think that's going to be it. CNC, laser. It's nice having both of them. Watch my last video, you'll see what I was talking about. But I appreciate you guys. So the next one, stay safe, and I'm Bill, and I'm out.